Hey guys, Sean Carpinello, personal trainer over here at the Eastside Y. We decided that it'd be a good idea in light of everything to try to get together and make some videos to help everybody stay active at home while the gyms are all closed down and while we're kind of all stuck at home. So here's a couple videos. Hey guys, Sean, just here to show you a couple beginner level exercises. First exercise we're going to go over is the bodyweight squat. Good way to work on this. If it's too challenging for you to do these bodyweight squats with just your body weight, you can use a counter, holding on the counter, using that as a support. Also, if you have balance issues, that's another good way to do that, is holding on the counter, preventing any loss of balance. You can also use a wall, leaning up against the wall, bringing your feet out about a foot from the wall, and then you can squat down and just do what's comfortable. If you only can get halfway or even a quarter way down, that's a good area to be. Starting off with this, if you're really new to fitness, it's not a bad idea to just do one set of 10, and then as you get more advanced with it, you can progress from 2 sets of 10 to 3 sets of 10. You know, just feel what your body's capable of doing. The next exercise I'm going to go over, jumping jacks. There's different variations. I'm going to step off the mat here. You can do a normal jumping jack. If it's too challenging and too dynamic to be jumping like that, you can do step outs. Good modification, still gets you moving. Another exercise, it's a really good one for the shoulders, arm circles. Just bring your arms in circles. You can do a set of 10 going forward, you can take a rest, and then go backwards. For that, it's the same thing. You can do a set of 10 starting off, and as you progress, you can add 2, 3 sets. Same thing with the jumping jacks. Usually 10 to 15 is a good rep range for any home exercises on this stuff. Next exercise, this is good for the back and the backs of the shoulders. So what you'll do is you'll hinge forward the hips and slight bend in the knees. You'll come up straight in front of you, arms straight out, thumbs pointing towards the ceiling, back down, out to the side, kind of making like a Y with your body. Same thing with the thumbs pointing to the ceiling, back down. Now you're going to turn your thumbs facing each other, out to the side, back down, thumbs pointing away from your legs, and then down. That's 4 moves. You could do 10 of each. That's a good back exercise. The next one I'm going to show you is push-ups. There's a lot of variations you can do with push-ups as well. With this, you can start off with a wall push-up. You can just be right here, making sure your hands are lined up with your chest. You don't want them to be too high. After you feel like you're ready to progress from using the wall, you can use a counter. Just leaning into it, using it as your base of support. Once you're ready to progress from there, you can do push-ups from your knees. So you'll come down to the ground. Same thing as with the wall and with the counter, making sure your arms are lined up with your chest. Coming down, nice and slow. You don't want to go too fast. This is a nice controlled movement. Another good exercise. It's called a supine bridge. So what you'll do is you'll lay on your back. You can use your arms to help support a little bit, or if you feel like you're able to go without your arms, you can just come up with your hands on your belly. And this one, you can choose to do it one of 2 ways. This is a movement where you could maintain that position, holding it for 30 seconds, or you can do it for sets of 10, just like the other exercises. Another good exercise would be for the core. So what you'll do is you'll be laying on your back. You'll make sure your back's nice and flat, pressing your lower back down into the ground. And then you can keep your knees bent like this. And then you bring your knee up, down, and you can come straight up, and that would be 1. And then you come in, out, up, 2, doing about 10 on each side, maintaining that nice flat back on the surface you're laying on. The last one I'm going to show you is a nice good lower back exercise. What you'll do is you'll lay on the ground. You can have your arms back here. You can bring them up here. And when you're down here, this is going to be the easiest level. Arms up here is going to make it a little bit more challenging. And then once you progress out here is the most challenging. Maintaining that chest off the surface you're laying on, just holding it up. And you can hold this one 10 seconds, come back down, back up. You can do about 5 of these, being that it'll be a slightly static move where you're not going up and down, but you know, shorter holds. Hey guys, this is an intermediate level workout video, just for the mid-level exercises. A little bit more complicated than your beginner level, but it's not too difficult for somebody to keep up with if they don't feel confident to do the high level exercises. So the first exercise we're going to go over, body weight squats. When you want to do these, you want to be feet about shoulder width apart, just squatting down. The biggest thing when you're doing your squats that a lot of people tend to make the mistake of is you don't want to let your knees come over your toes. When you're coming down, you want your butt coming back like you're going to sit in a chair. Because the most important thing is you're driving through your heels. This is what's called a posterior chain exercise. So you're working your glutes, your hamstrings, a little bit of everything in the back end. So you're down, up. If it's too challenging to go all the way down, it's okay to come down halfway and then just progress yourself to going all the way down. If you find it too challenging to maintain that form, you can put a chair behind you, just coming down, touch the chair, and then come back up. You can do 3 sets of 10 with this exercise, progressing yourself up to sets of 15 or even 20. Being that you're not doing it with weight, it's okay to be in that higher rep range. Next exercise we're going to go over is lunges. You can do stationary lunges, or if you have enough room around your house, you can do walking lunges. When you're doing your stationary lunges, you work a little bit of both quads and glutes, a little bit of hamstrings, where if you're walking forward, you can target the glutes a little bit more. Same thing with the lunges. The squats, you can come down and, slow, controlled. You don't have to go all the way down. You don't have to bring your knee down, make it too challenging. It's really important to maintain the knee over the ankle, not letting it come forward where you're all the way over here like this. That puts a lot of pressure through the knees, puts you at risk for an injury. Next exercise we're going to go over is a push-up. So with your push-ups, down on the ground, hands in front of the chest, you're going to be at about 45-degree angle, arms away from the body, down and up. You want to make sure this movement's nice and controlled, not doing a whole bunch of bouncing off the ground or doing this and coming up like that. You want to keep a nice and neutral alignment of the body. Next exercise I call is a V push-up. So usually I do fingers facing in. I walk myself forward. Hands are in line with the shoulders. A little bit wider than the shoulders. Come down, press up. This is a really good shoulder exercise. Next exercise, it's called quadruped position. And then you're gonna do an alternating arm leg raise. So I'll raise my right arm and my left leg, bringing it down. The most important part with this is making sure to keep a neutral alignment of the torso. When you come up, you want to make sure that you're not letting it drop down like this. Puts a lot of pressure through the lower back. Nice and neutral position. This is really good stability and core exercise. You can do 10 on each side, do 3 sets. You can do planks. This is another exercise, really good. 30 seconds. If you want to add a little bit of movement to it, you can go high-low planks, alternating which side's going up and down first. Another really good exercise is single leg bridge. So if you're not capable of doing a single leg, it's okay to do both. And then as you get stronger, you can begin to kick one leg out, bringing it up and down. You can do 3 sets of 10 with this, 3 sets of 12. Alternating, make sure to get both sides. Another really good exercise, straight leg raise. I like to put my hands underneath my lower back, so that way I stabilize the core, the lower back, pelvis area. Slight bend in the knees, straight leg raise up, nice and controlled. You don't want to let the legs just drop down. Control them all the way down. You can do 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 15 with this. I like to superset that movement with the crunch. So with the crunch, you're not coming all the way up. You just come up to here, just utilizing the top aspect of the core to get a good core work. And The last exercise I'm going to show you today is called Superman. So usually you can put your arms right in front of you here, and you bring both the upper and lower body up. Hold it for about 10 seconds, come back down, and back up. You can do this 5-10 times. And that's the intermediate workout. Hey, Sean here. Just going over a couple more advanced movements for people that have higher level fitness and still trying to stay active at home. These are just a few of the many exercises you can be doing without any equipment. So the first one I'm going to show, some plyo squats. So he's down, hop up, 3 sets. Another really good one, you can do single leg squats. This is a pretty tough exercise, so be careful. I like to put a chair behind me just because I don't want to lose my balance and fall on my butt. So come down, you touch the chair, and then come up. Make sure you're controlling it. Don't do a whole lot of like forward lean, propelling yourself forward, because if you have to do that, then you're not ready for that move. Another good leg exercise, hopping lunges. So you're here, alternating sides. All right, so we're gonna move down to the ground. I like doing these. These are really good plyometric type of exercises, plyometric push-ups. So you're up, you can clap your hands, however you wanna do it. You can try to advance and get fancy and come out there, whatever you wanna do. Another really good exercise, in that same position, you're here, touching the shoulders. Try not to do a whole lot of rocking back and forth. You don't want to be over like this. Try to really maintain center, neutral position, really good core exercise. Another good position, you come in, it's kind of like a bird dog. Just come up off your knees, and then right arm, left leg, trying to alternate, nice, slow and controlled. So you control the movement, stay neutral, not too much sway one way or the other. Another good exercise, this is really good hitting those obliques and those side muscles. You can do side plank, holding the leg up. If you bring the leg down, it makes it a little easier. Bring the arm in, it makes it easier. This is a little bit more advanced, coming out like this. And then doing both sides. I like to hold each one about 30 seconds. Do about 3 sets each side. All right. Do a couple core exercises. So you can do a V sit-up. It's a combination of a sit-up and straight leg raise. Come up. Make sure you're able to control it. And you don't have to fling yourself forward to get the movement. You just want to be able to go nice and controlled. One more type of push-up. V push-up, fingers facing each other. Walk your feet in, down, back up. And we're gonna go over and do another exercise. And just the last couple exercises, you just grab a couple washcloths at home, find a nice smooth surface, come down, hands and knees. You just slide out. Make sure you don't go any farther than you can. If you go halfway, that's fine. If you can get all the way out, that's awesome too. Making sure to utilize your core to draw yourself back in, and you're not just coming out and throwing your butt in the air, trying to just find your way to get up. Make sure that you're able to do it in a slow, controlled fashion so you're safe while doing your exercises. And the last one I'm going to show you, you can do these mountain climbers with these. It adds a little bit of resistance rather than just having your leg in the air. You can be up and just gliding back and forth. And that's everything.